Welcome to Spiritual Success, the podcast. I'm your host, Cynthia Stant. As a dedicated student of metaphysics, I have skillfully honed my intuition, mastered the art of meditation, and cultivated a disciplined spiritual practice that has led me to become a multi-seven-figure top sales producer. Today, I work with thousands of business professionals, entrepreneurs, and their teams to up-level their sales game and create magic in their business and life. On this show, you will see that all success truly happens when you authentically align with your intuition. So come, be vulnerable, be open-minded, and allow success to pour through you here on Spiritual Success. Hello, successful souls. I am so grateful for all of the congratulations that I've been receiving. Thank you for all of the lovely support. You know, if you're a member of the Spiritual Success Sorority Facebook group, what it's all about is really being around people who celebrate you. Celebrate all your wins, the big, the small, all of the wins, right? And I am here to cheer you on all the time. Cheers to your success. But it's so nice to see it reciprocated, and I'm really just accepting it and just so grateful for all the love and support. Because it's happening. Look, I'm stuttering. It is happening. Just so many wonderful things, so many desires are coming into manifestation, and it's so fun to have you be part of it and to witness it and to have each other to really celebrate together. So it's been a really amazing week for my family. We got our new home. I bought my dream car. I called it. You've heard me say it. I'm getting that Maserati, and I did it. I've wanted that since I first saw it back when I think I was like 21 in Philadelphia. It was the first time I ever saw one, and I just remember that's going to be my car, and now it's here. And just, you know, all the support, and we've had the biggest cash month ever. We have so many more beautiful, amazing clients, and it's so rewarding and so fulfilling. I've never felt more alive. Life has never felt more magical. And I just feel in flow, baby. You know what I'm saying? Woo! So thank you for all of the people who have reached out, all the successful souls. I appreciate you. Thank you. And a lot of people asked, you know, what do you think really triggered all of these new amazing manifestations? Because they're pouring in, they're rolling in one by one by one. And the interesting thing is, it sounds cliche, but there is an answer. I decided. I truly believe that everything in life is a decision, and I'm the boss. I feel that what I say is. And so what really happened was I felt myself being so close. And I was doing all the aligned work, having the aligned thoughts, having the aligned feelings, taking the aligned actions, getting so close to the aligned results. And every single month, I felt it quicker and closer, and I could feel the results coming there. And it's almost like I had this giant funnel sitting on top of me, and I was reaching and reaching to poke a hole, and I finally got a little hole in it and started trickling. Then all of a sudden today, it's like the dam broke, and everything really is just taking off. And it's interesting because a few things, people ask, you know, what was it? How did you do it? And I know that I really just decided to question myself. I believe all awareness comes when we ask questions. Questions are how we learn. It's how we grow. So I questioned myself, what is missing? Because success is a formula. It's a recipe. We know the equation. I know what the aligned result is. I know the result that I want. I know the goal. I know the desire. And I know the formula for it. Again, aligned thoughts plus aligned feelings plus aligned actions equals aligned results. I felt like I was doing everything. I know I'm the queen of action, baby. So you know that the aligned actions were there. The aligned thoughts I feel were there, but there was the hardest one, I believe, for everybody is the aligned feelings. You think certain things, you show up certain ways, but do you truly feel? Feel gives so much power and momentum. And yes, I did, but maybe not quite. And then I had an amazing session with my mentor, Tara Grace. And we really just had a conversation about inviting God into everything I do. And well, of course I do. God, source, universe, energy, whatever you want to call it, Holy Spirit, higher self, inner feminine beast. Like, remember, a label isn't important, but we like to refer to the source as we're referring to here as God in our conversations together. And I just realized that I'm not alone. I'm never alone. And sometimes when you are a solopreneur or an entrepreneur, like I have my team of people, but I'm still the boss. No one's at the same level exactly. And yes, I have friends who I bounce ideas around and get inspired by. But when it's like your baby that you're focused in every single day, sometimes it gets lonely. It gets lonely and it can feel like all the pressure is on you. And this isn't so. It's just a story that we tell ourselves. Because even though we can't see it, we know the support is there. I've decided to be a leader, but also to be supported. Supported financially, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, energetically. I've decided to be super supported by God. I could hear it so clearly. I actually went and got acupuncture and cupping done for the first time ever, which was super cool. I highly recommend. One of the best experiences I've ever had. It was over a week ago, and I still do have like brown marks on my back. Not too bad. So that part's the only bad part, but the actual experience was so amazing. I've never been so relaxed. I've never felt in such a deep meditative state. And when I was in acupuncture, I could feel my crown chakra opening and I could feel the energy just moving throughout my body. And my spiritual gifts just really kicked into high gear. And I could see in my clairvoyancy, almost like a typewriter, typing out words. And I heard my higher self. I heard my inner feminine beast. She was so clear. The things I heard matched the words I saw. And it said, "You are worth it. You are worth it." And not only are you worth it, you are supported. And I was a little emotional with that because I realized I was putting a lot of pressure and weight and just, not stress because I'm super happy and I love what I do. And I do believe that I am supported. But it's really, instead of just believing, I decided to know, claim it, own it, and know that I'm not alone. I have her supporting me, my inner feminine beast. So I decided to really bring God in as my partner in my business and in my life and in my relationships. And I've always done that because you can say, well, yes, I believe in a higher power. Why, yes, of course I feel I'm unconditionally loved. Why, yes, I, feel that I am supported in all these areas. But are you actually feeling in alignment with that? Because if you say that, that's one thing, but are you doing things like having doubt? Well, if you feel that you're fully supported by God, source, universe financially, then how could you ever have doubt that you won't hit the same numbers that you did last month? That's not an alignment. And when you're doing something new, like my business is, it can still be a little scary sometimes. You're human and that's okay. But that's why we acknowledge it, we embrace it, and we see it through. And just really check yourself. Are there things that you believe? Okay, great. But are you doing things in alignment with this belief? If not, it's going to cause a blockage and get you out of flow state. So I realized I was saying, yes, of course I'm supported. And she was like, are you sure? Well, because you just said this, and that, and that's not in alignment with you feeling like you're supported. And I was like, oh my goodness, you're right. So I honestly decided, and it sounds like, okay, really, that's what you did to have, a multi-5-figure month. Like, I more than doubled what I did last month, and we still have a week of sales to go. Like, this is the kind of power and magic I'm talking about. Yes, I gave it to God. I showed up as the best version of me, the one that has the courage and strength and the power to see it through. I am feeling all the high vibes. I am thinking all the right things. I am, completely sober this month. I've done that by choice, just to really be focused and clear. I'm doing all the things to get in the right vibes, but it's just, I decided there's also much I can do. And if I just let go and honestly know that I am supported, really believe that and know that there will be change. And guess what, baby? It's been magical. So I'd love to encourage you, success leaves clues. If I can do it, you can do it. And if you want to know how I did it this month, how all these amazing things have happened and come into manifestation all at once so quickly, it's because I know I was doing all the right things. There's just one thing missing: the help of support. You can't do anything alone. And just remember, you're not alone. It's so important to surround yourself around people who really motivate you, inspire you, uplift you, power proximity, right? But sometimes we don't even have that. And even that is only to help you so much. The real power comes when you invite the divine, when you invite consciousness, when you invite support of the unknown. I promise. Give it a try. And don't dip your toe. If you are choosing to believe, decide to do it fully. Whenever you do anything, do it fully. Cannonball in to the unknown. Watch the magic happen. The other thing that people have asked me is, oh my gosh, like, Cynthia, how is this happening? Like, it's amazing, right? But now that it is happening, how does it feel? And the honest answer is, it feels like magic. Like, oh my God, I'm opening my eyes and things just keep falling from the sky. Like, that's what flow state is. That's what alignment is. That's what success is. Success is being able to get your desires to come in with ease and flow, if you ask me. And so, yeah, it feels like magic. It feels like success. It feels wonderful. But even though it feels magical, I know it's not. Because I know that I'm working with the laws, and it's not, oh my gosh, like, she's lucky. It's hashtag, but of course. A part of me knew forever that this was always within me, and I was just waiting to really feel what it feels like to be in alignment. But now that I'm here, things have always been good. I can tell what the difference is. The difference is that I decided to ask for help, be supported. That's really the difference maker, and that is a game changer. So the strange thing is, if you always knew you wanted something, like that Maserati of mine, I knew I was going to get it. So now that it's here, am I so shocked? No, because I'm a woman of my word and I own it, I claim it. And just because I didn't see evidence of it here in the physical, I claimed it in the non-physical. And so when things happen, you shouldn't be shocked. It's more like, yeah, heck yeah, I did it. But not like, oh my God, how did I possibly do it? If you're a woman who consistently hits your goals and says that you're going to and do all the things you need to do it, you know what I mean? So it's not for me to sound like pompous or anything or arrogant. It's more so like, yes, it feels beyond amazing. But yeah, I'm also felt this way for a long time. That's how I brought it into manifestation. Like, you can't not feel the outcome and actually then experience it. That's how this whole thing works. You have to feel the feels of the outcome that you desire in order to get it. So when it does get here, it's like, yes, it worked. But at the same time, it doesn't feel different because I've been making myself feel that way for a long time. Like, every time I sat into my Mazda that had over 200,000 miles on it, I just decided to keep that thing. It's been paid off. The kids get like McDonald's and sand all over it, you know? But every time I sat in it, I would take my fingers and run over the like little symbol and make it look like a trident, like a Maserati. And so when I sat in the Maserati, I was like, I've been doing this for a long time. I've been smelling the smell of new car for a long time in my mind, I've been feeling the feels bumping music, pretending what it would feel like to be in that car. And so when I got into it, it felt like I'm home. Like, this is that feeling that I've been feeling. So yeah, like, that's how it should feel for you too, is it feels magical, but it also feels like hashtag, but of course. Thank you, universe. Give me more, you know? So I just want to say again, thank you for all the congratulations, but take this, like, learn from this. If I can do it, you can do it. I really mean that. And it's just about getting alignment. And that little piece for me that was missing is, yes, I fully always believed I was being supported, but I think it's more important for you to know, to own, to claim. And when you truly claim it, the universe says it is yours. So I claimed the support of my higher divine, and it made all the difference. Now I'm just excited to see what we'll do next. Ladies, I think you're fabulous. Acknowledge it, embrace it. Most importantly, see it through. Hey, successful soul. Before you head to the next episode of Spiritual Success, be sure to come join me and other like-minded entrepreneurs and business professionals in my Facebook group called Spiritual Success Sorority. Everyone is welcome. And if you're loving the show, you're going to love the group even more. There, I'll be engaging with you weekly in live shows, listening to your input for new weekly topics, and hosting exclusive workshops for members only. So if you're looking to really uplevel your financial and personal success, meet me on over in the Spiritual Success Sorority Facebook group. See you on the inside.